You know why you suffer in life? Because you care too much. You care too much about what other people will think about you. Care too much about your work. Care too much about that little inconvenience on day-to-day basis. You give too much attention to these small things in your life that lead to a life of misery. But if you know why do you care so much, you can control response to certain situation in your life, and you can develop a mindset that let nothing phase you. First, let's understand why do you care so much. Only came from three basic needs that every human has. These are: first, need to feel in a control; second, need for acceptance or connection; third, need for consistency. First, need to feel in a control. Our need to feel can explain why we crave things like knowledge, shelter, food and wealth. These things we want to control in our life. That's why we care about these things so much. When we start losing something, it signals our brain to act upon it, to start getting it back. जब कोई चीज तुमसे दूर भागती है तुम उसके और पीछे भागोगे. This need can also explain why we people please. I think most of us are people pleasers because we want to feel like that we can control someone's opinion of us. This need can also explain why we love fortune telling, because it gives us fake sense of control over our own future, makes us think we know what going to happen in the future. Second, need for acceptance. The need for acceptance has biggest impact on our mental health because there is very little that we can achieve alone. Evolution had hardwired us to believe that we can achieve anything if we are accepted by everybody. This is not true anymore. We are not fighting to survive anymore, but we want to feel attractive to other people, right? We want that connection. This is why we can't spend time alone without anyone, without any distraction. It gives us this fake sense of dread that we can't fit with anyone if we are spending time alone. Third, need for consistency. Finally, the third one supports the previous two. The break in consistency mean that we lost control over something or accepted anymore. We want our life to be consistent because we want to know what will happen next, thus taking control in our own hand. We have anxiety when we can't predict the future accurately, and we care way too much when something bad happens to us or someone had a bad opinion of us. We naturally start to care more. So society programmed us to care way too much about the things that doesn't even matter, like status, look, way over happiness, fulfillment and meaningful relationship in our life. And we started valuing status and how attractive we are, and when we see things that we don't have on social media, we care too much about it. Just before the final part, remember that you can control your reaction to any situation that you are presented with in your life. We forgot that we have control over on our own minds. We need to take back that control. We can start choose to not care about things that are having negative effect on us. Obviously this is way easier said than done. So how do we stop caring? First of all, knowing why we care so much is a very good start. It makes us aware about these things. Once we know why we care, next time when we feel like that we are caring too much about something that is having negative effect on us, we can say, okay, which one of these need is this? Then you can just say to yourself, this is something that is hardwired into me and I can overpower this as a modern human who know how to control his reaction to any situation. But that doesn't completely remove caring. It just helps us to cope with the situation a little better. Whenever I care too much about something that I shouldn't be caring about, I just think to myself how insignificant my problems are. In the grand scale of human perspective, this is nothing. I am just a single human being in a single city, in a single state, in a single country, in a single planet, in trillions and trillions of planets. Once we adapt this mindset, we can realize that wow, my problems are literally insignificant even when compared to the rest of the world. Sometimes we forgot that how little time we have on this earth. When we compare our problems to the problems of the rest of the world that are happening in far big scale, we can realize that we have very little time on this planet and nothing is permanent. The biggest thing for me is to realize the impermanence of everything in this life. One day you will die. Your memories, the person you love, the person you hate, the person who is talking shit about you. By accepting this reality and embracing this fact, a lot of us will feel depressed knowing that nothing will matter one day. But I think it is the most freeing thing ever. Once you accept this fact, you can do anything. If someone is criticizing you for being your authentic self, he or she doesn't matter. They will die too. We will gonna end up in the same place as ashes in the river. Do you think that person really matters? Just live a life that you want, however you want it. Don't ever give a fuck if someone is judging you for that. Why do you even care what they think about you, what happened years ago, why you regret this, why you done that, you should have done that? It doesn't matter. Live a life that you want to live, however you want to live it. Be the person that you wants to be, not what society wants you to be. Do what makes you happy. You have to do this on your own because no one is coming to save you. Get to work.